there's a conspiracy theory going around that the whole thing was like staged, which I think is pure nonsense. But maybe you can comment on that.
Yeah, I mean, I've confirmed it a couple of times, but to be fair, it's like I told everyone that if it was planned or even like what Kyla said, if anyone ambushed him, it was definitely me by definition ambushing. Sure, I ambushed the shit out of him because I had my own thoughts. I'm like, why would you act this way? It's just a personal hate crime for no reason. But as far as like Adam and like Nat, like I don't know if you noticed, like I've mentioned, like her attitude was way off throughout the show. She was completely disconnected, and I've never seen her like that.
She does not like him. I could tell she does not.
Well, it wasn't even that she didn't. She would maintain frame and just act like, you know, whatever composure. But after 6 hit pieces, it was more so like she wanted to confront him, is what I found out. And when that show came that day, it was too many girls on the panel, so they made her sit on the side laptop. So if her and I knew what was going on, she would have had a better attitude, knowing that I was going to confront him. But because we both didn't know what the plan were, because I had only spoken to her like 2 weeks prior, it was like she was frustrated because she couldn't get her point across, and then she didn't want to put the pressure on me. But I'm a little bit barbaric in my mind, and I was like, I'm gonna attack the situation, and then it just came out like that. So,
it went too perfect for it to be staged. You know, like if something is staged, it's just gonna feel fake. It felt like almost like okay, this is just like because you know he's denying it, and then the funniest part was you're like, dude, you said that, you know, I'm 30, 40 pounds overweight, and as soon as you're mine, he was like, oh yeah, I did say that. Like, and I was like, dude, so why were you playing dumb the whole time? You spent 10 minutes playing dumb.
I mean, anyone who watches like Crime Watchers or anything that watches how like people act when they are guilty, you would know based on the position the person was sitting in and the answers and the face color and the storming out, even though everyone says he wasn't storming out. But just like the auntie grandma walk of like when he like stomped off the stage. Like if you can't see these things, that's fine. If you want to be like in denial, that's okay. Like bat for your king, white knight it all the way out. But let's be real. Like if the roles reverse, it would be completely like, what is it, Frank Castling? Like it would be like she Frank Castled herself. So it's just funny that this happens all the time on these other shows. No one says anything. It's like 4 guys versus 1 dumb girl. Even all those other girls are there. No girl ever speaks up. Like they just pretty much allow it to happen because no one's ever.
He got absolutely destroyed in the internet after that. Like he wasn't spared on the count of being a man. Like he got. I mean, dude, I wasn't the only channel that roasted him. There's like a million channels that were roasting him. So he got it pretty bad. Here's another question I have. What happened? Like, okay, so he leaves. Show ultimately ends. What happened after the show? Did you guys talk about it, or was there any kind of like?
No. We didn't talk because he stormed off to go to that other one in Miami.
No, I mean like between you and Adam and the other girls.
I mean, nothing, honestly. Like Adam's usually always pretty mutual. Like he's always never really wanted to pick sides, which is understandable. He's consistent about that. So for him, it was like him and I have a fairly healthy relationship. Like he's respects me and he's normal with me. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it's like he wasn't more like I'm gonna pick your side at MLD, and I didn't even expect that. And then like the other girls had other stuff to do, so we kind of just all went separately, just went home, and then we just kind of let it fizzle out to whatever the internet did.
Okay. Yeah, I was wondering if like as soon as the podcast ended, you guys are all sitting and you look at each other, you start laughing, you're like,
oh no.